How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the Dishonored 2 non-lethal ghost speedrun. So yeah, this run is going through on easy, basically as fast as we can. The timer doesn't actually start for the speedrun until you get to the window in a minute, but I thought we'd include all this mess, even though we're skipping it all just to get through it as fast as we can. We're playing through as Corvo. I'll quickly select him there. This run is segmented, so it's like just me blasting through the levels and editing it all together. I took out all the loading screens and stuff. I think the speed run for this game anyway doesn't include the loading screens because there's a hell of a lot of them, and you'd be sitting there for like a minute or two through a lot of them, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, this is kind of where the timer usually starts. You had about 30 seconds to the time by putting on that shit at the start, but never mind. I'm gonna quickly skip Alexi. Sorry you're dying, mate. I'm off. And this bit's kind of tricky from a fresh load. Because the one guy isn't as far forward as you want him to be. That first guy's usually in the same place, but this second guy's in a weird place. And he actually heard me there, which is quite rare, but
disloyal dogs.
When that alert sign is like white and red, it means they've heard you and not seen you, and it's fully red they've seen you, and that's what we're avoiding throughout this run. Chuck this bottle over there. We're going to get up here and wait for Ramsey to bring his ass over here. And I don't know if any of you were watching a couple of my runs on Twitch the other day while I was practicing some of this, but the reason he stops by the steps is because I left the door open. If you close the door, he doesn't do that. I didn't know that until the other day. So just here you see you walk straight forward and you want to jump down and just assassinate him. Loot him for that ring that we need. Cheers, mate. It's kind of annoying that you have to stand here and watch some of these cutscenes and others you can skip as well. There's a few things like that throughout the run. Also, if you notice certain skips, it's just because of OBS just glitching while I was recording, but it's kind of annoying. I need to figure out why it's doing that. I should have really used shadow play to record this.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
You want to throw Ramsey there, because if you just run up and press X, usually you get the placement on him is like really crap. You have to move further to pick him up, so if you throw him at the door, it's slightly quicker. Jump down here, and this next skip's kind of challenging, especially with the gamepad. Looking up, throw that straight up. I think they patched that recently, so that skip's changed. But I only learned this run literally over the last week or so. Practiced it a bunch. I think the non-lethal one that I'm doing right here is like the toughest one. The lethal one looks a little bit easier. But this skip as well is probably the hardest skip in the game. Getting it right is a bitch, but once you learn it, it's actually not that hard, to be fair. You just need to practice it a bunch. I can get it most of the time now, which is cool. Although it is annoying when you get a solid run through that first bit and screw up that skip and have to go back. Never mind, then we can just swim over to Megan. You skip out a massive chunk of the level taking that skip. So it's worth learning if you're going to go for that speed run. But I also probably should have put my weapons again away here, but I tried. Moving whilst having your weapons away is slightly faster.
Lord,
but
let's go.
Yeah, sometimes when you run into the water there and try to put your stuff away, it doesn't quite put it away fully, and it'll whip it back out when you get out of the water, so I missed that. Ah well. Small time loss. Definitely improvements to be made on this run, although it is a lot tougher with the gamepad. Some of the runs I've seen with keyboard and mouse are just ridiculous, but I'm not as fucking efficient with keyboard and mouse to do this stuff, I don't think. Also, I'm just lazy, and holding a pad is just lazier. Let's do this. This outsider part is kind of frustrating to have to redo, but you can get through it pretty quick. I'm pretty sure I nearly fell at one point. Let's quickly jump across here, and you want to try and land that blink on the second platform. And I think, yeah, right here was where I nearly fell. Oh no, we missed. No, yeah, no, it's the next one. I did that in the next outsider moment. Grab the heart. Skip this stuff. You'd think she would know us, considering we had a child together and stuff, but never mind. Do you remember? Oh, there we go. That was where I nearly fell, yeah. Lucky recovery there. Grab the rune, and let's go. Oh, God. Those outsider parts, some of them can be a bit frustrating, because you just cannot skip them, and it's just like an animation. He just decides to show up and talk to you for a minute, and there's nothing you can do about it, so quickly need to upgrade one of the only two upgrades we'll get throughout this run, which is agility, and we'll get also another upgrade to that so that we can sprint faster in a minute. So give me my crossbow and let's go. I'm not sure if these recordings are skippy or if it's me watching this back in Vegas, and my phone's buzzing. You also want to get a blink in before you get to Megan there, because by the time you've skipped the cutscene you get a recharge, so it's useful to get one in. Although you do want to try and conserve it here, just because you haven't got any atomizer solutions at the moment, and
city must have changed a lot.
yeah, in this next mission we're going to need a couple, so it's good to manage. If you don't know, the next skip can be a little rough on your atomizer, so conserve. But just quickly blink over here. We're going to grab this other rune, and then we'll grab one more in the next mission so that I can upgrade for that faster sprint. Missed that first jump there, but over here, this railing's also a bitch to get on. It can knock you off quite easily like that. But when you blink over here, you want to make sure you're looking upwards, moving forward, and just blink up again, and you'll end up here. You can get through that section a little quicker by jumping up and just looking at the carriage and blinking over, but that was slightly slower. Still very fast though. That's like mission 2 in like, I'm not sure, maybe a minute and a half or something, because the outsider part counts as well towards that mission. But that part itself, where you're in the actual city, is like, what, 30 seconds or something? Like, so quick. This mission as well, doing it non-lethal, takes a little bit longer because you've got to go and get the solution so that you can inject into Hypatia, so that you don't have to kill her, basically. In the next mission, she just gives you a shitload of Adamite, which is nice. I also want to learn the no powers run for this. I think that might be interesting. That's probably something to do. Also, the lethal run sounds like it might be fun. This area is a bit tricky. Also, if you don't get that blink over towards the door, the guards can see you, which is annoying. So straight over here. I'm going to try and jump over here now. I want to guard as we fall to block our animation from taking fall damage. And drop a quick save there. We're going to have to sprint through this area quickly and go and kill Vasco and loot him to get the code, and then if we load it, we'll obviously not have killed anybody, but we'll have the code. So kind of sneaky way to do that faster. If you're looking for the non-lethal run, it is the fastest way to get it. Then we need to come through here and quickly close this door. I think those guys heard me there, and that's not good. Grab this chloroform bottle up here, wait for these guys to be close to each other and just throw it at them. And we're going to go to the safe, crank that open. What is it? It's a little bit blurry on my screen here because I'm not watching in full quality, so I can't tell what the code is, but never mind. We got it anyway. Grab the syringe, through here, blink over to there, and just quickly rob some of this dead guy's blood. He's not going to mind.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. And back over here, slam this stuff in.
That's not quite right. I should check Vasco's notes.
Corvo's complaining about our performance. I'm not happy. So check that in there and turn the burner on quickly. I left the door with the blood flies open. Sometimes, it's pretty rare that it happens, but sometimes the blood flies can get out and kill people, but I think that only happens if you take your time for the mission. If you quick through it, it shouldn't really happen, but it's a good idea to close that door before you leave. You've got to wait around for the cure to sort itself out anyway, just to be sure. Also, it's just something to do instead of just standing there like a donut. Right, fill that up, give it a hand hug, of course. Syringes have feelings too. We're going to go this way and duck down here, jump over here with Blink, and we need to go up top now. Some weird noises from the chandelier there. Through here we need to grab these incendiaries, but I closed the door in my face, which is stupid. Grab the incense, and then I want that rune. That's the other half of the upgrade we're about to get. Quickly blink out of here, and I'll get this upgrade right now for faster sprint, as it's called rapid sprint here. That's the only 2 upgrades you buy throughout this run. Quickly knock out Hypatia, and then we're going to run around here, and we need to set off this audiograph. We only need the crossbow bolts. You can grab the painting if you want, although it doesn't matter. Atomized solutions, sleeping darts, I need to assign those for later. We need the incense here. Grab all of this stuff, jump out here, and I think the watchtower was in a shitty position for me. Basically, if I blew it up now, the guy standing there that you can see to the right would probably die. So it's a good idea to wait for it not to be pointing in his face. And then we're going to go down here and just meet Megan, and that's this mission done. That mission's a lot quicker if you don't have to save Hypatia, because you can just pretty much just run, kill her, and move on. I think you need to set off that audiograph as well, and that's it. And quickly chat with Megan, and we're done. So that's just under 10 minutes. We just finished mission 3.
Yes. Let's head out for the dreadful whale.
But like I said, most of the missions are very, very short. And I did my best, because the way the speedrun timer works for this game is that in the loading screens it stops counting, so I did my best to just basically knock out the loading screens the very frame they came in and the very frame they came out, so I wasn't like cheating any time out of the actual speedrun. So even though it's segmented, it is like, I suppose, abiding by the rules a little bit, and I've added extra time on as well. But I probably could have cut out an extra like 20 seconds by cutting out those black screens, because there's so many of them in the game where you're literally just looking at a black screen for like 3 seconds for no reason, which is annoying. I heard in the update recently they took a couple of those out, and there's also some sneaky tricks to avoid them, which is pretty cool. But anyway, mission 4. I do kind of like this mission. The mansion is a good mission, although the intro can sometimes screw me over, like jumping up onto this light in the middle of the street. I fall a lot trying to get onto it. There we go. Up there. And we want to smash through this window. As soon as you come into this area, I think it sets off the timer on the guys in the carriage coming in. But I like to grab this bone charm and this elixir while I'm waiting and come back up here for them. Just wait for these guys to show up. Again, it's a very quick section. Wait for them to get out. They do not have a clue. Stupid guards. Okay, let's go. To the carriage. Slam that lever on. We need to mash X here, and again, we're just going to skip this. And we need to jump on top of this canopy that's above the carriage, like right next to us. So we're going to jump up here and hold the blink while we double jump and get onto this pipe. Drop down there and jump across. It's also a very quick segment. This mission's kind of cool when you go inside the mansion. You do get through it very quickly though, although if you use the strategy I did here, you actually kill Jindosh. But the game counts it as an environmental kill, so it doesn't count as if you've actually killed anyone. The aim of the game here really is to get those check marks at the end of the mission. And there's certain things you can do. It's the same with the Duke. There's a certain way you can kill the Duke, like literally shoot him in the face. And it doesn't count as a kill, which is kind of cool because no one likes the Duke. He's a bit of a dick. So it's good to get that in there. It's the fastest way to do it as well. If you get the Duke in his private quarters, it's just like Speedy Gonzales of a run, whereas usually you'd have to knock him out and grab him and whatever, talk to his double. But you don't have to do that in this run. It's kind of nice. Makes things a lot faster if you get lucky. So here's Jindosh, and what we're going to do here is he's going to be approaching this elevator if you get here this quick. I think if it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get here, it sort of all triggers when you enter this area. But when he gets to this elevator, we're going to sort of wait for it to start coming up and knock him out. And if you walk into the elevator whilst you're grabbing him and he falls in as you let him go like that, as long as you don't carry him, it won't count as your kill. If you come up here, open the hatch, and shoot this thing that's holding up the elevator, it'll fall, he'll die, and it won't count as your kill. Just make sure that you're stepping back like I was there. You'll get caught on one of the boxes and end up standing on it. I think sometimes if you go down with the elevator, it can count as your kill. This guard is also a bitch. She can be in like random places. I think she had a pretty good placement for me here, which was just here. But she can be on the right, coming down the hall. She just spawns where she fucking feels like. But you need to knock her out because you need to come back this way, and she'll see you a lot of the time. You don't want her lurking around. So we're going to pull that lever, quickly try and blink into Sokolov's room, but I think I've missed it there, so I needed to stand on the plate and go in. We want to shoot him with a sleep dart, and that'll skip the cutscene with him so you can just pick him up. And then we're going to blink back out here and try and blink straight back out of the room by jumping and blinking through to where the switch was. Just like that. It's a very quick way to get through there, and you can literally go straight past the fucking Clockwork Soldier. They're so dumb. It's unreal. But yeah, up here, through the window, and we need to blink to our left. You can blink through there, but it's a little dodgy to get through the window with a blink. Like, sometimes it doesn't work. That guy usually hears you as well, but by the time you get to this window, you should be good. Which is nice. I got stuck under the pipe there. So we're going to quickly pull this switch. I think there's a much quicker way to do this. But I don't know it, and I end up just walking basically into this wall until I can see the main room. I'm not sure if, like, at this point you can jump and see over this thing I'm standing on and get out of here in, like, probably a good few seconds quicker, but I mean, if you do it like that, it's a very quick way to get out, and the Clockwork Soldier just doesn't see you, so very, very sharpish. But we're pretty much at the end of the mission now. We just need to get out of here with Sokolov. Pick his ass up. Something like gets knocked across the room there. I'm not sure what it is, like, but it happens quite often to me. I'm going down here anyway, and we just want to blink all the way to the exit quickly so that no one sees us. Because I think you do drop into people's sight as you come down there, but as long as you're quick, give Sokolov a bath. He needs to be christened. Along with the mission. If you miss the talk to Megan there and you drop him in the water and then talk to Megan, it's nice that it still picks him up and counts that you've got him there. It would suck if he died at that point, but he needed a bath anyway. He looked dirty. So we've got another void moment. This one's with Delilah, and you can skip the chit chats with her, but you can't skip the little scenes.
What's she playing?
You have here, which is kind of annoying.
Maybe how is the question.
Have to learn Delilah's life story. Forgotten child. She's taking it out on us. I wonder if it was lies or not. Do you ever find out that? Whether all of this was just BS or if Delilah lived a really shitty childhood and whatever because she broke a mirror or something. Yeah, I wonder. Wouldn't surprise me if it was lies. She's kind of a shitty person. He's in the state of Dunwall at the end of the game. Jesus. It always hits my ear really weird because it's an American saying an English thing. Kicked off. I've never heard an American say kicked off. You kicking off, mate?
How much of this is true?
Sounds weird.
How much is Delilah?
Kicked off.
Imagination.
Sounds strange, like, yeah. It's obviously an English guy who's written that, an American guy who's spoken it. Sounds odd to me, I don't know why. It's not like, I suppose it's not like an American couldn't say that. Sounds slightly racist. Jesus, Freems, fucking should be disappointed in yourself. Anyway, let's leave. We're going to head to the left and quickly chat with these guys. Skip through this crap. And we're off. Quick blink there. So which mission is this? Is it Conservatory? I think it is. I'm glad to be through that crap with Delilah because that stuff's boring. But yeah, these are probably some of the longer missions, the next few. Mission 6 is really short. Doesn't even count as a mission, really.
Close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
7.
Yes, let's go.
It's probably the longest. This one's... Actually, yeah, I think this one's about 3 minutes, but because of the whole Delilah thing, it extends it by like another couple of minutes, so it makes the whole mission a lot longer. Like this, the mission part itself is really short. You pretty much just run, disable a machine, and come back. Just by coming up here, jumping onto this stuff. These jumps can be a little tricky at times, and this next jump as well can be really annoying. Getting onto the tower here is actually quite easy, but this next jump over the fence onto the ledge is fucking difficult, man. Getting that is not easy. We're going to go through here and we're going to enter through this box, and we need to shoot that thing, the tree thing that detects you for some reason. You'd think if they were connected to those things, they'd know if it got destroyed. I think that probably be the case, but never mind. We're up here and pretty much on the top floor now, so we just need to go and grab the lens. I mean, you can get in there so freaking quick. Grab that lens and grab the Adamite solution there as well, for good measure. Out here, we need to duck down before we come through the window, and we're going to blink down here. I actually think I ducked down before I went through the window, and then ended up sprinting as I jumped out, which was kind of stupid. And if you're crouched, jumping around and moving forward is faster than just walking forward while you're crouched, and you still can't be heard, so it's a useful technique if you need to crouch in an area and you're trying to be quiet. Blink through the gap in that wooden panel there. I'm going to come down here and use the back entrance to this place to get the audiograph, because we don't have the key yet, even though usually you'd get the key first before you get here, or at least that's the way I did it. And we're going to come through here, over to this door. We're going to need to double jump up here so we can quickly go into this little room that's above us to get some sleep darts and another solution, just in here. Sticking out of this convenient dead body, grab that atomizer solution, miss, you jump out the window. I always grab that bottle as well. I think Corvo really wants to drink that because every time I'm in that room he ends up picking it up. It's kind of the annoying thing about running this with a gamepad. Trying to pick stuff up accurately is really difficult because using the right stick and pressing buttons at the same time is not easy, so you kind of need to line it up and use the left stick to direct yourself to try and be in the right place to press X and pick it up. It's kind of one of the big advantages of mouse and keyboard. I don't know if anyone's got an Elite pad for the Xbox as well, but having the paddles, those extra buttons on the back, that sort of solves that quite a bit. So you can get quite accurate
Take me back to the dreadful whale.
with that stuff, which is kind of nice.
3 years ago.
But I do not have one of those. I'm just using a standard Xbox One pad. Some people will probably just say use mouse and keyboard, but I don't know. I prefer pad. I'm playing this on PC. I can use mouse and keyboard. Don't get me wrong, but I just prefer personally to use pads. The whole PC thing for me is more about aesthetic looks for games, making games look better and run better as well.
My old bones can only take so much weighting. I'll get you as close as I
Even though, like, I know if I tried hard with mouse and keyboard, I'd probably get way better times, but I just don't care enough. I do honestly prefer to play games with a pad. Some people probably think that's weird, but all I'll say to that is I don't think you're weird for wanting to play with a mouse and keyboard. I don't do the whole console PC war shit. It's stupid. So yeah, this mission is really quick. Jumping up here and solving the riddle pretty much. But I don't know, I kind of think, in my opinion, gaming is gaming, whatever you're doing. Some people would say, oh, this is better, and at the end of the day, if you're into gaming, that's good. That's as much as I've got to say, really. Have fun with it, man. As long as everybody's having fun, that's all that matters to me, really. So, right here, you need to work out this puzzle, and it is a bit of a bitch. I use a key that I've got from someone else. I've actually sort of started to learn it a little bit, but the order in which the puzzle is in, it's weird. It's the same but different, in the sense that the ladies will move around on that thing I just read there, the ladies and the items that you need, but the positioning in the text, like in the document, represents the place in the puzzle, but it'll be a different item or lady, so you need to work out what goes where pretty much every time you do this, which is a little bit difficult. But once you sort of know the solution, it becomes a little bit easier. You just sort of need to look at it every time, which is annoying. But that was still pretty damn speedy. I pretty much look at it once for the ladies and then look at it once for the items, and I usually get it. Doesn't give you the 5th item, I believe. It gives you all the ladies, and I usually work out the first 4. Oh no, it doesn't give you the 4th item. Yeah, work out the first 4, and then obviously by the power of elimination, you have the 5th one. But I think it gives you the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd item, and the 5th item, so you're missing the 4th. But again, power of elimination. We'll just let you know which one it is, because they're always like there's one of each in each place. It's complicated a little, but it's basically a logic problem. Jump down there, speak to Stuart, and then we've got to wait around for the outsider here, so I like to have some fun with bottles.
3 years ago, something inside
And they go straight through the outsider.
snapped like a cheap lock.
It's kind of weird, and physics is fun in this area, because it's in super slow motion. Like, the environment is in super slow motion, but you're in fast for some reason. I don't know if it slows everything down and then speeds you up to bring it to this level. That would be pretty cool. I don't know how they would code this, but even though I don't understand coding at all, but I just I don't know, my mind wanders sometimes. So yeah, if you time this just right, you can throw the glasses or bottles around, and then as it starts back up, catch them when they start flying again. I've done it a couple of times, but I don't think I did it this time. But you should see when I pick the timepiece up, they all fly all over the place.
The void is leaking through a pinprick, left behind by Delilah's little trick.
Yeah. I think the next thing I'm going to do here is position them all so they all hit me in the face at the same time, like when I pick up the timepiece, just for the jokes. Because yeah, I think you have to do this with all of the runs you do. So
Imagine it's a kind of timepiece.
yeah, we've got a line of bottles.
Watch the Duke and Delilah. See for
Okay.
yourself what they did.
Physics is fun to play with. Let's go. Right, up we go. We're gonna quickly switch to the past, jump down, and switch again. And that guy won't see us, which is pretty lucky considering they're standing right there. Run in here, switch again. And we're going to go up here and we're going to need to... I think I was quite slow here actually. I'm always quite slow in this bit. I need the crossbow bolts. And I don't know about... Yeah, I already had them. There they are. We need to shoot these two things out. I'm pretty sure I missed the first shot. It's kind of easy to miss that shot. I need to aim a little bit lower than that. It's literally like just above where they are. But that's both of them taken out. Back to the present. And there's sometimes a dog in this area. But he's not here this time. Or at least he's not near us. Jumping up here. And we have a nest keeper to deal with in this area. I like to drop a save here in case for some random reason he's facing you, which has happened to me a couple of times. I think it depends how fast you get through the house. We need to switch here and quickly use this door so no guards in that area see us, which can happen. When we come through here, you pretty much just want to sleep dart Stilton and then leave. There we go. And it doesn't really matter if his body gets detected. That doesn't count as being seen, so that's fine. We need to switch back here so these guards don't see us. Run away so the maid doesn't get aggroed. Smash through those barriers. Smash through this thing.
Seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping.
Yeah. They're not having a good time, and we need to just witness this séance. But you can come back and open the door now. You just can't leave yet. You need to chill and basically see this thing out up until the point where Delilah puts her spirit into this thing. I was trying to throw candlesticks and stuff at them, I think, but yeah, it wouldn't let me pick it up. I really wanted to throw a candlestick at Delilah and the Duke. Just because they'd have the most fucked up, dumbass offspring ever. So stupid. Anyway, we're going to leave and whip the heart out about here, and we need to switch so these guards don't see us. And pretty much just leaving now. That's it. That's this mission done, which is very nice. It wasn't too long at all, but I think, I'm pretty sure that's the longest mission in the game. Maybe, I'm not sure. I should really look at my segments, but yeah, it is a pretty long one. The riddle is probably the shortest, just because it's like a couple of jumps, put the riddle in and you're done. I think that would probably have made just a better part to this level. It would have made this level a little bit longer. But I suppose it's just speedrunners abusing how fast you can do it when you know the solution. There's a whole other level there if you don't know the solution. And again, we have to stand around. This level is made way longer by the outsiders' fucking complaints.
But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago.
Oh dear.
This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then a knife touched my throat, and I knew I waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
Right, he's done, finally. Sorry about that, I had a phone call there.
You have to give
I thought I'd take it, seeing as he was chatting away. Why not?
Piece of herself and hid it away.
Fucking...
Inside a thing made of bones.
He still wants to tell us his life story and how much he hates Delilah.
If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy.
I'm just gonna watch.
But what comes after that?
His voice sounds weird and echoey when you zoom in on him too.
Never have to do.
There we go, that's enough for you, outsider. I'm done. I'm done listening.
The world is full of secrets.
It is, Corvo. Let us leave. On to bigger and better things. 2 missions left. The next one is the Duke, which is pretty short if you get lucky with it. It is really about just luck, really. If you get the fake Duke or the double, Can take a little bit longer. We just got to get back to Sokolov and Megan here, and we're done. Quickly grab an atomized solution before we go.
For the better.
Stumble there. Yeah, so I don't know if I explained it already, but if you
Are you ready to
slam up the guard, which is the RB button, I believe. Basically, you block.
Yes.
Whilst if these guys want to stop talking.
Then I've been to Stilton's house.
Yeah, whilst you're about to do like a fall animation, it completely cancels it out, so
Duke Luca Bell tore down the original.
I missed that one there. Onto the Duke. And I did not get juked throughout this mission, which means I got the real Duke straight away. Basically, if the private quarters is like probably the easiest location to get to. There's about 3 locations in that area as well. If you get the Duke right there, you can pretty much just deal with him and exit the mission. You've got to go quickly deal with Delilah's spirit, which only takes a second if you go the correct way, and then you've just got to meet Megan. It's a very quick mission. We'll skip over this stuff, but I think
Ready to visit the boot.
one of you guys mentioned how come Megan got her arm and her eye back. I'm thinking it was probably something to do with us altering the timeline, where we knocked out Stilton. Somehow, I don't know how it affected Megan. It probably explains it somewhere, but I wasn't paying enough attention. I think that's probably it. We altered some stuff when we went back in the past, and that resulted in Megan getting her eye and her arm back, because it seems around this point that she gets it back, which is just after you mess around at Stilton's Manor. This jump is a little bit difficult, definitely, over to the back of there, but if you learn it, it's actually not too hard. You just need to make sure you don't get too much height, because if you do and you don't catch those ledges on the way down, you'll end up dying, which is annoying. Jumping up here onto the canopy, and we need to try and get onto this wire, which is quicker than taking the carriage. Very short carriage ride there, to be fair, so there's no point really doing it when you can just do that.
Maybe
And doing that jump there, you need to make sure you've got your weapons sheathed, otherwise you will not have the speed or get the distance. Alright, up here, and so into the Duke's private quarters. Make loads of noise when you come in here so he hears you and dismisses his guard, which is for some reason how that works. And even though he's looking at you like in the face right now, like he knows I'm here, he just doesn't care. I've got a sword in my hand, I'm obviously trying to kill him. But we pickpocket him, get the real, well, it's the Duke's vault key that indicates he's the real Duke. And you need to accuse him of being the body double. And he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm the double, I'm so smart. Then crossbow him in the face, his fat Dukey face. And it doesn't count as a kill. And then we just need to come down here and unlock his safe,
Let's see what Duke of Bell
which is nice.
hidden away in here.
It's always a good feeling shooting the Duke and knowing it doesn't count as a kill. It's lovely. You'll see at the end of the mission that I get the completed without kills indicator. I have a feeling that's going to get patched at some point, but oh well. Right, so out we go. Just quickly grab this atomized solution, and we've got Delilah's spirit in the heart now, so no more wifey. Earlier on she said like, this is my last night, and we just like skipped it. It's just like, don't care. Just not listening to the wifey, are we, Corvo? If it was Elizabeth, she'd just be like shutting up her mother. Such a loving family. Get a nice bit of scenery here while we wait for Megan. Complete with a spin. So you can't talk to Megan here until she's a little bit closer, so you just can pretty much just chill in the boat with her for a sec till she's ready. God knows why we have to wait, but we'll wait patiently. There we go.
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaka?
The Duke is dead. Long live whatever happens next.
We
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily, and to give her back the throne.
Ready then?
Come on, let's leave this place.
All right. As you want.
well, hey, so at the end of this playthrough, Corvo actually becomes the Duke, so it's just like killed him for his job, really. But last mission, onto Delilah. This is a very short mission as well. There's a couple of skips in this one that can save you a bunch of time, but it's pretty short, to be fair. You talk to these guys quickly. Sokolov is doing a painting of us right now. It's a little bit creepy, but whatever. And speak to Megan. She's not happy with her life. This is where she reveals to you that she basically helped kill your wife. So whatever. I think we said the good option there, but fuck you, Megan. I think the new DLC also revolves around her. It's called The Death of the Outsider, I think, or something like that. I think there's a few people that are looking forward to seeing that because he's a bit of a dick. But yeah, it's focused around her. Like there's an image of her floating around that I saw with like some red thing in her eye, and she looks all pissed off. So I'm guessing she has something going on with the outsider. Also, at the end, you do see her like the outsiders chat with you at like the ending cutscene. He shows Megan, and it looks like he's in the distance. Like she's walking towards a doorway and you can see sort of a silhouette in the distance and it looks like the outsider, but yeah, you can't really make it out to tell exactly who it is, but I'm guessing those two have some sort of thing. Maybe he marks her, because that's kind of what he does, like he marks people, right? Marked by the outsider. So I'm guessing there's other people he marks, perhaps, considering he's very old. So shoot the dog here, and we're going to quickly blink in here so no one detects that. Yeah, you can crossbow that dog, but I'd like to pistol him, just because I think with the crossbow you've got to get a headshot, but whereas with the pistol you just need to blast him. So Adamalaya, that's totally a word. Adamite solution and some health elixir there. We're going to jump up here and quickly blink over to the back through this door, and I need to blink up here and then across to there and over to there. So we're just going to grab the 3 items in here, quickly look at this note.
Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel?
I got stuck on that thing there. Grab all of this stuff, slam it all into place to create the corrupt runes.
Maybe I could turn Delilah's painting against her.
Blow all the candles out. Bloody hell, Delilah, you're trying to start a fire, love. Jesus. Alright. Grabbing up this shit. There we go, thank you. And we're going up top. Did I mess this jump up? It's kind of a hard jump to get right. I think I need to practice this jump. Yeah, I fucked it up. Womp womp. Up we go. And this way. Through here. I'm not sure how much Adamire I've got left here, but I know I'm running low. But you need to get up here to avoid this witch that's below us and press this lamp so that we can go to the secret entrance and escape.
Just means
Sneaky, sneaky. So now that that's done, run forward here to get Delilah's chat started. Let me get a good look at Ramsey here. I don't know what was going on with him, because we left him on the floor. Somehow he's here now. Like in fucking, what was it, marble? Cold marble. Running through here, jumping over this. I guess Delilah got in there and screwed him over. I'm pretty sure that this is like years after what happened at the start. I don't know entirely. I think it is some time after. But yeah, you can tell she's been fucking taking care of the place. She's got plants and stuff in the throne room, like growing out of the floor. It's just growing. I'm not talking like these black plants. I mean like genuine weeds and stuff. She's like, I don't know, creating a stash in the throne room, getting a grow on, mate. It's pretty grubby. Also, the town just looks like shit. Like, she's been going on about this dream town for years, and all she wanted to do was like totally emo it up to the point where you just, if anyone goes there, they're just going to want to end up slicing their wrists. Like that creepy girl that was singing through the town at the beginning of it. What's that all about? Who dreams of that, Delilah? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm also interested to see if you can get her head in the right position to slam this skull into her head and get a kill on her. That would be quite interesting. If you click that in and it was like into her face and it killed her. That'd be great. That'd be a great way to fuck up a run. But yeah, let's put her in the throne. Say put her in here and skip this. We need to turn around and quickly run back a bit to set this cutscene off. There we go. And skip this, and the time is when we press X on Elizabeth. There we go, time. So 38 minutes, 54.850, pretty damn fast. I haven't let any of the cutscenes play, so I'll let this last one play. And also the cutscene at the end, the outsider gives you, I will let play. But
Father,
much love for watching.
Take it easy.
I hope you've enjoyed.
I'll explain everything.
We'll explain everything. It's gone through pretty quick, Elizabeth. Yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the run. I'm going to be doing some more runs of this game shortly, hopefully. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. Drop a like and all that good stuff. Much love, everyone. And until next time,
With the fall of Luca Abel,
take it easy.
the Duke's line ended, and there was only one man suited for the Grand Palace. Rising up from nothing, he'd served the Empire with distinction. Corvo Atano, the first of his line. In Dunwall, without ever realizing it, Delilah passed into an imagined world where her father's promises were fulfilled and her subjects would love her forever as she sailed the ocean with a great fleet and trekked across the Pendician wastes. While in the true capital, Emily the Just, Emily the Clever, ruled for decades over a prosperous mended empire with Corvo Atano's support from the south. In his day, Anton Sokolov fired the engines of industry, hurtling the empire into a more sophisticated age. He dallied with nobles, wayward artists, and great inventors alike, drinking in all that life could offer. Leaving Dunwall for the last time, he headed to the cold north, contented at last, on a final voyage to take him home. There are things that never change, no matter how hard you try. Questions you must answer. As Megan Foster faded from the world, Billy Lurk stepped from her shadow, setting out to discover her truest self, and seeking the closest thing she'd ever known to family.